Um, Donald Trump had gave a Klan speech during his on Saturday, and he didn't even speak for an hour during that Klan speech that he gave in Florence, South Carolina on Saturday night. But he still managed to lay out a sufficiently terrifying vision of what the United States could look like if he ran and won the squadron seat again in 2024 while cycling through the gamut of the right wing talking points about Ukraine, Biden, and beyond. Now, the former squatter had railed against President Biden's handling of Russia's invasion of Ukraine and once failed to condemn Vladimir Putin, which is kind of funny because Trump never condemned Vladimir Putin for anything he did. He bashed Democrats for advocating for a more humane immigration policy, and he's bashing them for acknowledging the reality of the climate change. And he went on to an extended Klan rant about the 2020 election, claiming that not only is there evidence that the election was rigged, which there isn't any evidence of it, but that the matter is beyond the standpoint of evidence, and it's not. He basically Trump claims he ran twice and won twice, which he did not, and he said, and I did much better the second time, which is kind of funny because Trump lost by several million votes, so he did not do better the second time. Um, the takeaway from all this is that what Trump has hinted at repeatedly since he got kicked out as a squatter. He says we may have to run again. He said to what may have been the loudest applause of the night. The Klan rally was Trump's first since Russia invaded Ukraine, and he spent the beginning of it recycling several of the points he's made in recent weeks. He claimed the invasion is Biden's fault, which it's not, and that it would never have happened if he was still squatting in the White House, which more than likely, if Trump was still squatting, more than likely Biden would. I mean that more than likely Putin would have invaded. Um, Basically, Trump never criticized Putin, but Trump described Putin as someone who was driven to put it together, and Trump again took credit for the Ukrainian resistance, touting the military assistance that was sent to the nation during his administration. He did not mention that he delayed the said military assistance in an effort to extort Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky into digging up dirt on the Biden family. Um, Trump was in South Carolina to support House candidates Katie Arrington and Russell Fry, as well as the Republican Party as a whole ahead of the midterms in November. He thusly spent plenty of time bashing the Democratic policy in a initiatives. Basically, he dismissed the idea that climate change is anything to worry about. The oceans are going to rise about one hundredth of an inch in the next 300 years, and it's going to kill everybody. He said sarcastically, "It's going to create more oceanfront poverty. That's what it's going to do." Say Trump's a fucking idiot. So yeah, he fear-mongered at length. He fear-mongered at length about how Joe Biden has thrown the gates open to these murderous cartels across the border, noting how bloodthirsty criminal gangs are torturing and slaughtering hostages, insinuating that you and everyone you love maybe next if the Democrats keep control of the Congress. He also claimed that Democrats are to blame for empty store shelves, which they're not, because the store shelves aren't empty. This all came out of the stench of the Biden administration, Trump said, which technically Trump's lying again, as he always does. The most terrifying part of Trump's speech may have been not only his relentless insistence that he won the 2020 election, and that it was a and he goes on to say that um it was a he goes on to say that it was a fraudulent election and the proof is beyond anybody's wildest expectation which he's lying about there. But the preview he offered of what another Trump administration might look like should he win as a squatter again in 2024. But he will have fashioned a Congress that is far more compliant with his authoritarian impulses than the one he took office with in 2017, and that would really have a pro- and that would re- and that wouldn't really have a problem with him deciding, say, that he should be able to just go ahead and get rid of anyone in the executive branch who isn't sufficiently loyal enough to him. And we will pass critical reforms making every executive branch employee fireable by the squatter of the United States, Trump said. The deep state must and will be brought to hell. It's already happening. Oh yeah, you put us in that position. Trump seems like he fully intends to be in a position to wield that power. In 2024, he insists that they're going to take back that house, the White House, and he's like, and hopefully he does it because we do not want him back as a squatter. He's already fucked up. So that's one of the reasons why he lost in 2020, because he fucked up by botching the pandemic, basically destroying everything. Basically, that's why he got kicked out and lost. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King. You could also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. And also, if you want to support my work even further, you could donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of my YouTube channel. And it can go a long way to help support the channel. So thank you.